out, people. You have an honorary doctorate. That's amazing.
I do.
Yes.
Yeah. Doesn't feel right in a way. But
you've earned it.
I don't know if I did earn it, Kelly, but you know, I'll take it. It's nice because it's my dad was a real actual medical doctor, and he got his doctorate from the same university. So it's quite a cool honor to pick that up. Yeah, it's cool.
That's cool. Yeah. Like you and the whole family got to go and celebrate that. That's cool.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. How are your kiddos? Good?
Crazy.
Yeah, I know.
No,
I got 2 of my own. You just had 2 birthdays, though, out of your 3 kids, like 2 in one weekend.
Yeah, so
That's
last weekend we had our 8-year-old turning 8, and her birthday party was on the Saturday. There they are.
Aww.
That's a couple of years ago now. And then our youngest turned 5, and we had a Saturday birthday and a Sunday birthday.
Oh, no.
And my wife and I kept going, don't worry, next week we'll be in New York without the kids.
Oh my God, that's what you have to have a light at the end of the tunnel. Because throwing birthdays, that's a big thing. And those kids, it's like chaos.
It's a lot, it's a lot.
Yeah, I can't imagine doing 2. I would have maybe made them do a joint.
I know, I was thinking, because they're 3 years apart.
Yeah.
I kind of like the idea of maybe by the time, like 18th, 21st joint thing maybe by then.
Yeah, it's just,
that's a long way. I mean, I'm really thinking
ahead. You think ahead. Yeah, you're a planner.
I don't want to wish away their youth, but I'm sort of excited about that.
Well, speaking of that picture, I love that picture because one of them's got a guitar. Is one of them learning guitar?
That was a phase that lasted sort of 4 or 5 days, probably.
What artist did she see that she was like, this is who I'm gonna...
I don't know, but I tell you what's nice about seeing that, you know, we sort of know the girls from Haim a bit. And like went to their concert and stuff recently, and you know that's 3 sisters, and they're like incredible. So,
I saw them open for Florence and the Machine. They're great.
They're incredible.
Yeah,
incredible. So they're a bit inspired by them. We showed them lots of videos of Haim, and but you know what it's like, the phases and the thing. And they're all learning piano at the moment. Actually, my wife's a film composer, so we have a lot of instruments around the house and in her studio at the house and everything. So. But the guitar thing didn't last.
Didn't last long, yeah. She found out, she was like, this hurts.
Yeah,
never mind.
I know.
Yeah.
This is hard and it hurts, so no.
I know. I like started playing, and I was like, why am I doing this? I'm around like musicians I'm never gonna live up to. Like, why even hold this? It was like, why am I doing this? Your daughters are now into Backstreet Boys, which I find funny because that's a different generation.
I know. Yeah. They started singing like I Want It That Way, like all of them started singing it. It came on the radio. And like we just turned around and all 3 of them are like coming in the exact right moment. I honestly don't even know how they know that song.
Okay, because I'm like, it is funny though, streaming now, like with movies, TV, music, everything's like almost got another life, and like the youngsters think that is new.
Yeah, you know, exactly. Like, it's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
I mean, and NSYNC because of the latest Trolls movie.
Oh, my kids love Trolls.
So they're into that too. Yeah,
it's like the coolest thing I've done to my kids is be a part of the Trolls franchise.
Yeah, but you know, I had a tiny part in the second.
I did too.
The second one. Yeah.
Me too.
No, you had a much bigger part, Kelly, than me.
Oh no, Delta Dawn or whatever. But it was just for like scenes, and then I was gone. Yeah.
They probably wanted you to be in it. I literally forced Universal to do it. I literally like called Donna Langley, who runs Universal, and I was like, hey, no,
it's a fun thing to be a part of.
In that film. My kids were obsessed with the first one. I said, I don't care if I walk on and sneeze. I just need to be in that picture.
Yeah. So it is funny. It doesn't matter what you do, how many awards you win, what you think that you're like, this is incredible. Trolls, that's it. It was like,
It's good though.
And my song in it is called Born to Die, and they love it. Born to Die?
At least
kids are messed up. I was like, that's a real weird one to love, but let's lean in. Yeah. But you spent time here in New York City. We were saying as you walked in, you were like, you're in New York now, and I love it here. And you spent a lot of time here, right?
Yeah, like in my whole 20s, I was modeling, and so a lot of it was here. I spent a lot of time here, and I haven't been here in 2.5.
My 20s, I was modeling here too. I was just, they were like, will you present my product?
That is 20 years ago. I mean, it's a long, long time ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love it here. But I haven't been here in 2.5 years because of the strike and everything, so I haven't been able to promote.
And then before that, it was like COVID Central, so it's like, you probably hadn't been hanging out here in a while. But did you have any favorite, like, I love the food here because there's so many options.
I love food anywhere, but
me
I do love food here.
Yeah, me too, yeah. I hear that you like spice.
I'm getting better. I sort of didn't in my, I was late to the party with spice.
I feel like that's me too.
Yeah, I struggled with it, even like a sort of, the mildly spicy thing. I couldn't have done it in my teens or my 20s. And in my 30s, then I sort of
Became a man.
I took it on
with some
board. And
spice.
now, yeah, became pretty much, yeah. In many ways, I did. And then in my 40s now, yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I love spicy. And we're only gonna get it for, I think we're like exactly the same age, like days apart. So we're only gonna get it for so much longer till our body starts fighting back.
Rejecting it.
Yeah, so we should enjoy it while we can.
They say, particularly of men, that men's our taste buds
like
die a lot quicker than women. So that's why the older men get, the more they like extreme flavors, like desserts, and you get in like cigars and whiskeys and all this stuff that has very strong taste.
Yeah.
Because as men, our taste buds are dying much quicker.
That's just sad.
Quite sad, isn't it? It is.
Yeah. Hey, that was a look at his Netflix show, The Tourist. So, for those that aren't caught up, like what's happening now?
So in the first series, my character has he's in Australia, has a bad accident. Someone sort of runs him off the road. He wakes up in hospital, no memory of who he is, why he's in Australia. And they try to piece together his backstory and try to get answers. And then so we leave it on a bit of a strange, like, will we see more of The Tourist or not at the end of season 1? So we did season 2. And what brings them back to Ireland, where he's from, to try to find some answers back there about his past. And they realize that there's a lot of pretty shady stuff in his past, and a lot of people sort of want to kill him, like these people who are like chasing him.
Yeah, they didn't look like friends. Yeah,
they weren't friends.
Yeah, it didn't look like friendly fire.
No.
Was it awesome to shoot in Dublin?
Yeah, it was amazing because I'm only from 2 hours up the road, so I got to go see my family who are still in Ireland at the weekends, and I'd fly back and forth to my family who are in London. So when I'm in a job like that, like it's easier for me to be there by myself and just get back to my family, and then when they have
because usually when you all shoot, you're not close to home, right?
No,
usually,
exactly. Like Australia, the first years of Australia, my family came. I was 5 months in Australia, so they came the whole time. Get the kids into school there, like a big adventure. But the older they get, it's harder to do those adventures, you know, because then the exams become a bit more serious, and you sort of need to keep them settled. So, but yeah, it was a great time. Working with an Irish crew is like my happy place, so it was good.
Yeah, it felt like home. I bet.
Yeah, big time.
So I heard that you like to mess with your co-star Danielle. Like prank.
She's just an easy
target
because she's Well, she was. I love this girl so much. Like she's one of my favorite humans. But she, we're in this like everyone's talking about how haunted this sort of old house.
Like where you're shooting.
Yeah, and we were rehearsing this scene, and we're in this like stairwell. There's sort of like grime on the walls, like greasy. I don't know if it was set decoration or it was like real grime.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we were doing a scene and they called action on the rehearsal, and Danielle was going out in front of me, so I just stayed behind and I just like wrote her name on the wall, so that when we came back from the rehearsal, it looked like someone had written their name on the wall, and then I wrote Danielle will die. So I did Danielle first, and then we did another rehearsal.
Well, I said we were going to bring it up, and then you start talking about death, and the next thing I was like, wait, what?
Anyway, like I was keeping tabs on it, like I was making sure she wasn't actually getting freaked out.
Yeah.
I think she knew it was me from the start, but we had a bit of fun. I don't think it's lasting damage.
Would you? Then it wasn't a job well done.
No.
No. Have you ever done like a haunted house thing, like a real? Have you ever done that experience? Just in case, I feel like there's a lot of castles.
I'd like to.
I'd
like to. I'm filming something up in Scotland soon, and there's loads of castles up there.
I love Scotland.
We have a show in the UK called The Traders. We love it, and I'd love to do like a Traders themed weekend with a group of friends. If that's a thing, I don't know if that's a thing.
Do you get scared of stuff like that, or no? You think it's fun?
I'm not a scared.
Oh, okay.
Scaredy kind of person, really.
I'm not like a real. I think in real life I would go to like, and I've been to like many castles, and it's definitely just like a vibe, but just the dampness alone and how it was built back in the day. Yeah, it's just like that alone kind of freaks you out. But I heard that you filmed. Was it like a psych hospital? Is that?
Yeah, in Vancouver. I used to work in Vancouver a lot. I did like back-to-back jobs, all shot in Vancouver. And there's it's a former psychiatric hospital. That I think everything I've ever shot in Vancouver, we've done some time in this hospital, and it was it had a real vibe, I have to say. And I'm not a scared person, but everyone was like sort of daring each other to walk along this corridor in the basement.
Yeah.
And there's no lights, and it was freaky. And I was like, I'm fine, I can handle this. I think I took like 4 steps, and I felt this like sort of icy wind sort of cross my face.
Yeah.
I ran, like I actually ran.
Squealed.
That was bad.
Oh, I want that footage.
No. No.
So wait, I hear that we might see you dance in this. Do you love dancing?
Potentially, no, I don't love dancing.
Oh!
No. It wouldn't be my...
How excited were you to get that script?
I kind of had an argument with the writers about it, to be honest.
Oh, really?
With you. I was like, I thought we were friends.
I thought you liked me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's quite a dance, too. It's not just a...
What kind of dance?
Oh, I don't know. You have to watch it.
Don't.
You have to watch it. It's sort of...
I love dancing.
Yeah.
It
Yeah, but
feels
you're probably good at it. Like,
I don't care if I am or not.
I'm not good at it.
Oh.
I'm fine if I'm sort of inebriated and it's late and I don't care.
Liquid
and
courage.
I'm surrounded by people I love. I'm very happy to dance.
Yeah.
But with cameras and the world watching, not really my thing. No.
Oh my God! Now I want to see it even more.
Yeah.
It's a great tease. Okay, so do you have fun doing the stunts? Because it looks like you get kind of, thrown around a bit.
I love it.
You do.
Well, I still feel that I'm. I sort of look after myself physically. I feel like I'm still able, to do stuff. And whilst I feel like that, I want to kind of test that. Like I kind of want to throw myself around. I'm such a kid like that. Like I get a real kick out of throwing myself around a bit. So I will still do it until it stops hurting. I am getting an MRI scan on my back next week, I should say. So like I think my days my days are maybe coming to an end of like wanting to do my own stunts.
Yeah.
But I still feel like up for it and I like doing it, yeah.
Yeah, it's so cool. I love anything with action, man. I love watching anything. I love that y'all do these kinds of shows and these movies. So what's like the hardest stunt you feel like you had to do?
Probably dancing.
Dance. Wouldn't that be great if that's why you had to go to get the MRI?
Yeah, I know,
you did it while
it's
dancing?
Just unnatural movements of dancing.
I jumped off a cliff and then parasailed and did all these things, but it was just dancing.
Yeah.
Jamie is a guy who knows a thing or two about what happens when people become obsessed. He did a few movies about it. But what kinds of things are he and I into? Who knows? So you're about to know. It's time once again to celebrate our own obsession. Nice. Very sexy, Jesse. So all we do is hit this button and our supercomputer will scroll through. It's not gonna do a damn thing. We're just gonna hit the button and then it's gonna do some stuff. All right, I'm gonna go first. Here we go. The graceful gaits of cold climate carnivores. It sounds weird, but I am very into these trail cams. I have a ranch in Montana, and I'm obsessed with them. If you see me on my phone, I'm not on social media. I am looking at animals. Okay. I'm obsessed. And wait, we have footage, don't we, or something that we're gonna show? Look, I got these from my cameras. Look, that's a mountain lion. Oh, wow. That's one of the mountain lions. They're beautiful.
So you set these up?
Yes, these are my trail cams. This is a lynx.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's like a lynx, and look how graceful. And you can zoom in, and the color of a lynx, I'm obsessed with all the animals. There's wolves, bears, like everything, and you see them. Look at the wolf. Oh, wow. I live in Game of Thrones. It is the coolest thing ever. I love it. I'm obsessed. I just sit there and watch all these animals, and we go on trail rides, and you don't generally get to see them because they run off from us.
Sure, yeah.
But that's why I have all the cameras. I have like over 100.
Do you get like an alert when?
Yes.
That's so cool.
I'm not kidding.
No, I'd be into
when
that.
you see me anywhere in life, if you run into me, if I'm on my phone, I'm looking at an animal. I'm obsessed with it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's just because I don't feel like we get like that wild, uncharted territory vibe anywhere. And there's a few places you can go.
Not unless it's like a David Attenborough documentary.
Yeah. Oh, I love. Yeah.
We all love him.
I am obsessed. Okay, your turn.
Okay.
Yeah. Mine was pretty cool. Hope yours isn't
pretty
suck.
cool. Yeah. Oh.
What's a biltong?
Biltong is a. Does anybody here know what biltong is?
Nope. Yes. Go ahead, Jesse.
Biltong is like a cured meat. The American version would be like jerky, but I find jerky quite dry and a bit sticky. It's much sort of fattier and juicier. It originates from sort of southern African countries, South Africa, Zimbabwe, Botswana. And it's like a cured meat. You can have beef is the main one, but you can like kudu and all these ones.
Yeah.
And it's great. I'm like obsessed with it. There's all these South African shops in London where I go and just buy big bags of it. And I'm someone who I think you know this from meeting me. Like I sort of need to eat all the time.
Dude, I think our first interview, you had like chicken and wine, like, right? You were like baking a chicken, having wine. I was like, why am I not hanging out with he and his wife? I was like, wait, what? You're fun.
I need food around me at all times. So this is a great thing. It's like super high in protein, obviously, because it's meat.
Yeah.
So yeah, and you can get like different versions. You get like chili one. You can get.
I love
garlic
jerky.
one,
I don't know if it's like the same. You said you kind of frown upon jerky. But
I think it's like the sort of.
I mean, real jerky, not the like prepackaged. Like I used to work on like The Voice of Blake Shelton, and he would get it made from his hunt. And
better.
Oh my God, it was so good.
Because that super processed stuff is.
No, it's like, and it tastes so good.
I think you'd like biltong.
Yeah, my mouth is watering. I think I'd love it. Okay, here we go. Obsessions. Thank you. Obsessions. Oh, this is so great. Central Park snowlar bears. So here's the thing. I just moved here. I'm obsessed.
Yep.
I was waiting for winter to arrive. All mine probably have to do with winter. But look at them. So this is by artist Haide Hatri. And this makes you happy. You're walking through the park and they made these like exhibits, these art exhibits that are just, I do think it's a really rather odd choice to put the one bear where the one bear is on the other bear, if you notice what I'm saying. It does look a little suspect, but I thought it was so cool. And it's raising awareness for climate change, which I thought was really cool.
Great.
But it was also, I know I'm secretly 15, so I have to point stuff out like that all the time. It's fine. You're welcome, Mom.
It's great. It's
beautiful.
From tradition of the snowman. I like it.
I know, I liked it. You walk through the park and you never know what you're gonna see here. I love Central Park. Anyway, it's your turn.
Okay. Oh, that's really embarrassing.
The colors of my golf bag. Explain.
I'm obsessed with golf. I've got to say, I know that
golf is cool.
Doesn't make me well.
It is.
I spend my life defending golf to people because I love it. And where I come from, it doesn't have the same elitist sort of tag that it would maybe in America. It's not just like rich people.
Oh.
It's a sort of for the everyman, I guess. Yeah, look, I'm obsessed with golf. It's a big part of my life, and I bought a new I bought a new golf bag.
You're so embarrassed
recently. What is it? Well, golf's embarrassing enough to defend.
No, it's not.
The fact that it says like the color of my golf bag, that's a hard thing to.
What is this color?
It's like I don't know. Do we don't have a picture? I don't know. It's like an olive green.
Green is my favorite.
And it's very cool. It's like a sort of throwback. It's a new bag, but it's like a throwback to vintage golf bags of like,
that's super
back in
cool.
the day. And I just like the way it doesn't, it's so sad. I just like I like the way it looks against like grass. Yeah.
Oh my God! I'm gonna totally Google stalk you tonight looking for this picture.
Yeah.
I love playing. Like I like playing.
Yeah, you go to driving range.
It's fun. Yeah, I'm way more Happy Gilmore. I'm good at the driving. I'm not good at the putting. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's fun.
But apparently golf is all about the putting game. That's where you actually.
It is. Yeah, it is. That's where.
But I'm just good at going bam and then it flying. Yeah, I can do it really far. But like,
we should go to a driving range together. I'll bring my bag.
Oh my gosh, have you ever heard of Topgolf?
Yes, yeah, they have it in the UK as well.
It's probably below you because you're a real golfer, but it is so fun.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Yeah.
It's basically like 10-pin bowling of golf. Yeah,
yes.
Like you drink.
Which I like bowling too.
Yeah.
Not good at that either, but I like it. Yeah. I don't have to be good at something. Those were our obsessions. Nice. Don't forget to watch Jamie's show, The Tourist. Seasons 1 and 2 are on Netflix.